to get your rematch?
I do, yeah. I've said it before. I'm here to challenge the winner.
Daniel Dubois continues to demand a rematch with Oleksandr Usyk, insisting that a controversial low blow cost him victory in their first fight.
Daniel, 1 second, let him have his moment. Daniel,
Usyk, well, I want my revenge. I want my revenge, Usyk. Well done on tonight. Well done on tonight. God bless. I want my revenge for the robbery last time. Let's get it.
The first meeting between Usyk and Dubois left fans and analysts alike questioning the fairness of the outcome, especially after Dubois lost to Usyk in the 9th round. Following the fight, Dubois remained adamant that he had been robbed of victory, particularly due to what he saw as a poor decision by the referee regarding a key moment in the bout.
I've been cheated out of victory tonight, but you know, what else can I say?
It all started when Dubois landed a powerful body shot during the 5th round, which sent Usyk to the canvas. This moment appeared to be a clear knockdown, but the referee ruled it a low blow and awarded Usyk additional time to recover. Dubois, visibly frustrated, immediately voiced his disagreement with the decision, insisting that the punch was perfectly legal. In the aftermath, he expressed his anger, declaring that he had been cheated out of the victory. His promoter Frank Warren also joined in, claiming that the referee had made a significant error by not recognizing the punch as a legitimate body shot. Warren argued that Dubois had trained specifically for body shots, which were a crucial part of his strategy for the fight. He emphasized that the blow should have been a legitimate knockout, which would have ended the contest in Dubois' favor.
I wish they could put it up on there now and let the whole place look at it.
Could we play that back by chance?
Pardon?
I'm asking if we can play that back.
We could play that back and show it to everybody. That's all he worked on in camp, worked into the body. See that as a weakness, and he got caught, and that referee got it badly wrong. Didn't take any points off him. If it's a low blow, why didn't he take points off him? It's, you know, and I like Usyk. I like him, but that was a hometown decision.
Despite the loss, Dubois' desire for a rematch with Usyk remains unshaken. After the recent fight between Usyk and Tyson Fury, Dubois stormed into the ring, demanding another chance to face Usyk. His challenge was not ignored, as Usyk himself responded by turning to Saudi Arabian boxing official Turki Al Sheikh, requesting assistance in making the rematch happen. Usyk expressed that he would be open to the idea of a second bout with Dubois.
Mr. Excellency, Your Excellency, make me fight with Daniel Dubois. Thank you so much.
Adding fuel to the fire, several boxing figures expressed their opinions when the first fight between Usyk and Dubois happened a year ago. Frank Warren, in particular, was outspoken in his criticism of the referee's decision regarding the low blow. He argued that the waistband is not an appropriate marker for determining whether a punch is low, as fighters often wear high shorts or large guards that can alter the perceived location of the punch. Warren suggested that the true midpoint for determining a low blow should be at the hips, and according to him, the shot Dubois landed was a valid body blow. Warren was vocal about his belief that Usyk should not have been allowed extra time to recover, and he strongly maintained that Dubois had been wronged in the fight.
It was illegal, Bo. If you look at the look at the pictures online, you see it was on the waistband, but the waistband is not the criteria. Boxers wear shorts that are sometimes they're high. They wear a guard that's high. A box that's high. That's not the criteria. The criteria and what was said
we need VAR. We need to work on that now.
Correct. What was said at the rules meeting? Why didn't he take any points away? I mean, I don't know. I don't know how long was the gap. Does anyone know?
3 minutes, I believe.
I mean, he's got 3 minutes. He got an extra round to recover. Guys get 10 seconds when they're knocked down to get up, or it's all over. You got 3 minutes. What's that? That's 180 times more time than you get for being knocked out. That's what he got. And it should have been stopped there and then, and he should be going home today or tonight with those belts.
On the other hand, Usyk's promoter, Oleksandr, responded to the controversy with a more measured approach. While he acknowledged that the low blow incident was a close call, he refrained from outright condemning the shot as illegal. Krasiuk, after speaking with Frank Warren, revealed that Warren planned to contact the WBA the following morning to appeal the decision and request a rematch. However, Krasiuk seemed to prefer taking a more diplomatic approach, focusing on appealing to common sense rather than engaging in legal arguments. In the first fight between Usyk and Dubois, Carl Frampton also disagreed with the referee's call regarding the low blow incident. He suggested that Dubois should have been crowned world champion as a result of the punch, even though the fight continued and Usyk eventually won by knockout in the 9th round. Frampton pointed out that Dubois had recognized Usyk's vulnerability after landing the body shot and had adjusted his approach accordingly.
He kept going to the body and he kept hurting Usyk, which was pretty good and pretty clever. I just wish he had put the foot on the gas a bit more once Usyk got up in round 5, but look,
Carl, I'm not sure how much he had left at that point.
Yeah.
You know, he was breathing quite heavy after 2 and 3, because it's that whole thing, that Tony Bellew has educated us on, is that Usyk makes you work so hard.
However, Frampton speculated that Dubois might have been overly cautious about being knocked out, which allowed Usyk to regain control and secure the win. Regardless, Frampton firmly believed that Dubois deserved another opportunity to fight Usyk, particularly given the controversial nature of the first encounter. He argued that denying Dubois a rematch would raise questions about the fairness of the sport.
But Daniel did an awful lot of good things in that fight. Let's get this absolutely right. And Usyk, panic's maybe too strong a word, but as you know, I left you. I was down there. I was 4 foot from the ring. The intensity in his face, I really haven't seen that, certainly not at heavyweight.
Meanwhile, other prominent figures in the boxing world also weighed in on the dispute. Francis Ngannou expressed his support for Dubois' desire for a rematch with Usyk after his fight with Fury. Ngannou, who had witnessed the first fight, acknowledged that it hadn't gone as Dubois had hoped, but believed that Dubois had the potential to win a second time.
You see Dubois in the ring right now challenging Usyk. Do you want to see that rematch?
Yeah, Dubois get him though. Dubois get him for the first fight. I mean, it didn't play out well, but I thought he'd get him. But, you know, it is what it is.
Lennox Lewis also shared his thoughts on Dubois' future in the heavyweight division. Lewis expressed confidence that Dubois would fare well against either Usyk or the winner of a potential Tyson Fury versus Usyk rematch. Lewis noted that Dubois had been showing promise and believed that he could emerge as a contender for the undisputed heavyweight title in the near future.
Champion right now.
How does he fare with the winner of Fury Usyk, Dubois?
I think he fares well. I mean, he's pretty positive right now, and next goal he wants to be is undisputed champ.
Turki Alal Sheikh also expressed his enthusiasm for a potential rematch between Usyk and Dubois. He mentioned that if Dubois were to win his upcoming fight against Joseph Parker, he would be eager to see the two heavyweights face off again. Alal Sheikh's comment demonstrated the growing support for a rematch and the belief that the first fight had left unresolved questions.
Next, I want if Dubois win in February, I want to see Usyk and Dubois again.
Again, that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Anthony Joshua, whom Dubois knocked out at Wembley this year, acknowledged the difficulty Dubois would face in a rematch against Usyk. Joshua highlighted Usyk's technical skills, noting that Usyk is more of a skillful boxer than a power puncher. Joshua pointed out that Usyk's ability to box rings around you made him a challenging opponent for anyone in the heavyweight division. Nevertheless, Joshua wished Dubois the best of luck, as he understood that the fight with Usyk would be a major challenge. Adam Smith took a different view, suggesting that Usyk did not necessarily need to fight Dubois again. Smith pointed out that Usyk had already won the first fight and subsequently captured the unified heavyweight titles. He argued that Usyk's position as the champion meant that there was little incentive for him to take on Dubois once more, especially given the controversy surrounding the low blow. Nevertheless, Smith acknowledged that despite Usyk's dominant status, fans would likely still want to see a rematch between the two fighters.
Well,
no, I don't think he does need the Dubois rematch because he beat him first time around. Yes, there's always going to be the controversy of the low blow, but he won the fight, and ultimately he's gone on and captured the undisputed heavyweight crown. So does he need to fight Dubois again? No, he'll tell you no as well. Would we see it? Of course we'd see it. So he wins on Saturday night. If he does, Dubois is an option, but there are others as well.
Meanwhile, in the aftermath of the second fight between Fury and Usyk, the boxing world was once again divided over the outcome. Usyk emerged victorious, but the result was not without controversy. Fury believed he had done enough to win the fight, arguing that he had outperformed Usyk in several key moments. Fury even compared his situation to being Larry Holmes'd, referencing a controversial decision in boxing history. He continued to insist that he had won both fights against Usyk, though he admitted that there was nothing he could do to change the outcome.
I was quite confident. I thought I won that fight again. I think I've got Larry Holmes here. I thought I've won both fights. But then again, I've gone home with 2 losses on my record now, so there's not much I can do about it. I can just fight my heart out and do the best I can. But again, I'll always believe until the day I die, I won that.
Despite Fury's dissatisfaction, Usyk remained calm and collected in the aftermath. He dismissed any notion that his victory had been influenced by the judges' bias, even when Fury sarcastically claimed that the judges had given him a Christmas gift. Usyk emphasized that if the win had indeed been a gift, he owed it to God rather than the judges or Fury. He also took the opportunity to respond to Frank Warren's comments, suggesting that Warren was blind for claiming Usyk didn't deserve his victory.
From Ukrainian journalists, a lot of people say that Usyk wins thanks to his spirit. Did you feel it?
I didn't feel no spirit. I felt a little bit of Christmas spirit in there, and I think he got a little Christmas gift from them judges. Christmas gift early.
Usyk had his own perspective on the fight. While he respected Tyson Fury as a fighter, he quickly dismissed any suggestion that his victory had been influenced by biased judges. Responding to Fury's sarcastic remarks about receiving a Christmas gift from the judges, Usyk joked that if his win was indeed a gift, he would be thanking God, not Fury. He also took the chance to take a jab at Frank Warren, suggesting that Warren might be blind for claiming that Usyk didn't deserve such a high score.
I very respect this guy. Because I think it's very tough my opponent. Tyson Fury make me strong. Tyson Fury continue not like motivated for me. But Tyson is a great opponent. It's a big man, it's a tough boxer. It's a good man. Tyson, a lot of talk, yeah? It just show. I am very respect Tyson Fury. 24 rounds, listen. Now, it's already history. Uncle Frank, I think blind. If Tyson say it's Christmas gift, okay, thank you God, not Tyson, thank you God. Thank you my coach Yuri, thank you my coach Kuba, thank you my team. Listen, Frank crazy man, you know? I think, that's my opinion. Okay, no problem. I win.
Carl Froch agreed that Usyk was the rightful winner of the fight, but he also noted how close it was. Froch felt that the first several rounds were difficult to judge, with many being hard to score. He mentioned that while Usyk had won round 2, the following rounds 3, 4, and 5 were much more debated. Spencer Farron, another expert, shared a similar view, stating that the scoring wouldn't have felt as controversial if the margins hadn't been so wide. He believed Usyk's ability to stay calm, even when taking solid hits, allowed him to maintain control of the match.
Fury, and I've got to be totally honest, the right man won. It was a close fight. It ebbed and flowed a little bit in the beginning. From round 1 to about round 6 or 7, the fight was pretty close. I was scoring it. I give a round to Tyson, I give a round to Usyk, I give the second round to Usyk. It was like 3, 4, 5 rounds. I couldn't really split them. It was very close. And I think the turning point was probably from round 6, 7.
Moses Itauma also accepted the outcome, even though he had hoped for a Fury win. He believed the scorecards were fair and praised Fury for owning up to his performance, showing respect for both fighters.
It was good. Scorecards were fair. I wanted Tyson to win, but, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. He had a good accountability for himself. He had a good accountability for himself.
However, Naseem Hamed was more critical of the decision, feeling that the fight should have ended in a draw. He suggested that a draw would have set the stage for a highly anticipated trilogy between Fury and Usyk. Hamed also acknowledged Usyk's undeniable skills, but felt Fury deserved more recognition for his performance.
Give it the way they give it Usyk. I just thought he did really, really well, Tyson. He did way better than the first time. So that deserved to be a 1-1, and we should have a trilogy on our hands. So I'm a bit upset for Tyson. I'm a bit upset, obviously, for all of his fans, his family. And I just wish he'd won that fight, because We needed that fight. He needed to cement his legacy, and I thought that he did. To be honest, I think a lot of people saw it different, but I know one thing. I know that he was working really, really hard, Usyk, to create as much as he could with working with his hand speed and the shots that he got in. I don't know what the punch count was for how many times he connected, but it might have possibly been more than Tyson's. But you know what? There's no way it was the way they said it was. That's all I know.
Lawrence Okoli pointed out that Fury had dominated the early rounds with his size and body shots. But as the fight went on, Usyk's conditioning allowed him to land more punches, giving him an edge in the later rounds.
Did you think that the weight had any factor? What did you think of Tyson coming in heavier?
I think it did have a factor. It depends in different parts. So he was able to, in parts, get hold of Usyk lean on him, put a little bit of good work in the body shots and stuff. But then I do think that down the straight, because Usyk was able to weather that, the conditioning did play a factor in the last few rounds where he was able to just throw 3-4 punches more in exchanges, and I think that's what edged it out for him.
Amir Khan also thought the fight was extremely close, with the official scorecards giving Fury only 4 rounds, which he disagreed with. Khan had the fight much closer, and he believed Fury could have won, adding that it was a tough contest for both men.
I mean, look, it was a close fight. It could have gone either way, in my opinion. I think the scorecards only gave Tyson, what was it, 4 rounds or something?
Yeah, it was 116, 112 on all scorecards, 8-4.
8-4, yeah. I mean, look, I don't think it was that close. Honestly, I had it even in round 10 going into the final 2 rounds, and I thought Tyson might have nicked it, you know what I mean? It could have gone either way. But wish them both the very best.
Teddy Atlas, who had predicted Usyk's victory, praised Fury for his improved performance in the rematch. Atlas acknowledged that Fury had followed a better strategy, using his reach to keep Usyk at bay, but still credited Usyk for doing what he does best, finding a way to win.
Teddy Atlas, Oleksandr. I got plenty of them wrong, but you know, that one I felt very strongly about, just like the first time. Usyk knows how to win. He'll find a way to win. He'll find a way to win. And I thought Tyson would be better, and he was better. He was better. Give him credit for that, because he kind of fought the game plan that I kind of suggested that he should, instead of just moving around the ring and letting Usyk boil him down with the pressure like he did the first time. He set himself. He used the wingspan. He set himself where he made Usyk earn his way in. He wasn't getting pushed all over the ring, and that's what wears you down. And Fury, to his credit, he did a much better job. But Usyk does what he does. You know, he finds a way to win. And I turned to my son. He lost the 5th round, Usyk, and it was a big round for Fury.
Dave Allen admitted it was hard for him to offer a full analysis, but thought the decision was likely correct based on what he saw. He also expressed interest in a 3rd fight, even though he wasn't sure if there was enough demand for it.
You know what? I didn't watch it all. I didn't watch the full 12 rounds. So it probably would be unfair for me to give you know, a proper breakdown of it. What I saw, I thought the decision was probably right, but I didn't watch the full thing properly, so I don't know. I'd like to see the 3rd fight.
You'd like to see the trilogy? Yeah?
I don't want to see him box anybody else. I don't want to see the man get beat by anybody else.
Do you think the demand's there, really?
I don't know. I do not want to see Usyk get beat by anybody.
Francis Ngannou agreed that the fight was closer than the scorecard suggested. He felt both fighters had a legitimate chance of winning, but ultimately, Usyk edged out the victory. Ngannou respected Usyk's skills, but also questioned some of the scoring decisions.
Score it.
I think the fight was pretty close. I would have scored the fight closer than that. Maybe Usyk could have still win. I mean, at the end of the fight, he wasn't sure that anybody is a winner, because everybody could have been a winner. From my scorecard, he was closer than that.
Michael Buffer also saw the match as much closer than the scorecard suggested, praising Usyk for his relentless energy, comparing him to a machine that never slowed down.
I thought it was a closer fight. I mean, it might even going either way. You know, he used his size and reach and everything. Usyk is like a machine, though. He's just got a big battery that never stops.
Amid all the differing opinions, one thing remained clear. The controversy surrounding the first fight between Dubois and Usyk was far from over. Fans and analysts continued to debate the fairness of the decision, with many expressing support for Dubois and his desire for a rematch. The world of heavyweight boxing was waiting to see if Dubois could secure another shot at Usyk and prove that he could come out on top in a second encounter. So what are your thoughts about this? Do let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and check out some of our other videos on the screen right now.